everybody. It's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Beyond the Mask. Remember, this is a series where I talk outside of the world of mask. You know me as somewhat of a mask expert, and not the expert. There's people that are far more knowledgeable than I am, and probably much better looking. But I don't just collect masks. I like to, broaden my horizons a little bit. And I feel like you respect my opinions, whether you agree with them or not. I feel like there's respect there. So I wanted to branch out. I wanted to talk about, the things that I collect. It might not be something, really big, but it's something that I care about and want to talk to you about. So before we get into the episode, though, remember that we have the subscription for the channel now. There's no obligation to sign up for it, but if you want to help support the channel, there's a join button down here somewhere. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And also, too, there is 4 giveaways on the channel right now. 4. There's a video on it. There will be a link in the description. All you have to do is be subscribed, comment on some videos, watch some videos, give us some likes, and that's going to be the deciding factor when I randomly pick the winners for each one of the giveaways. Again, I'm not talking about mass things. I like to collect other stuff. As you can see over this hand, that hand. I'll get this one day. Whether I'm pointing to something here or I'm pointing to somebody I'm talking to, it's weird when you're looking at, I have a camera here so I can make sure I'm framed in the shot. And it makes it really hard to kind of do some time to time. But if you're like me, and I think most of you are, you're probably watching The Mandalorian right now. It's a show that I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about, but when it first came out, I was blown away by it. Whether you call it Baby Yoda or the child, you have a really, really, I think, down-to-earth dynamic show. I like old Western type shows, old Western movies. So the appeal of having Star Wars being more grounded and have that kind of atmosphere, it really speaks to me. And my wife actually enjoys watching it too. Maybe not as much as me, but it's something that we do watch together. So it's nice to be able to do that. And it's not something that's like overbearing for her, where we're watching the movies, it's all space and everything's going all over the place. So it's more grounded, as I said, and it really helps her actually be able to enjoy it more. The creators there did a really good job with it so far, I think. And, well, when you have a successful show, you get successful toys. Now, this is season 2, and if any of you really remember correctly, there was a huge delay in getting anything out for season 1. It was such a huge hit, and everybody wanted some, Baby Yoda or the child. It was basically not done for the longest time. And there are other figures in the set too, and these are from the Black series of Star Wars collecting, and there's a ton of them. I only have a few. I'm going to show you what I have here real quick, and then we're going to unbox one I have ready to go. Just came out not too long ago. Not really out in the stores yet, so hopefully you enjoy this. You get to see it almost firsthand. So I'll show you what I have here. I don't have many, just a couple. I do have Darth Maul, who falls apart all the time. I'm not going to review these guys. I'm just showing you what I have here. It tends to fall in my display. I know there's pegs on here I can get, but he's starting to drive me crazy like Robin did. I got rid of him. So watch yourself. I have Luke in his Beskar gear. I really want to get the Jedi Knight one, the black suit from Return of the Jedi. But I saw this in a store when I was there, and wanted to grab it if I could. I did. Darth Vader. It's one of my favorite figures I have behind me. Like, out of the ones that are like really expensive, not really expensive, but the ones that are higher end, I would say. Um, Really a ton of detail on them. And again, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but take his helmet off. You see his scar face. And then we got this little guy here. This is the child. I mean, you can see, like, I'm going to hold up. I'm just going to grab the closest mask figure to me here. Well, the one that I saw first. Here's the child compared to Bruno Shepard from Jackal. Now, I'll show the comparison of the figure that I'm going to look at in a second. But the figure is so small. I mean, don't let your dog get it because they'll swallow it whole. Now, Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, Mando, whatever you want to call him, here he is. My understanding is that these were supposed to come out late November, early December. I ordered it on Amazon, and I was not expecting to get it for a long time because it just said not out, you know, not available. And this is the Beskar Armor version. There is another version where it was like the first couple episodes where it was it had more like a browner tone to it. But this one here, if you watch the episodes yet, it can deflect bolts. You know, it's a weapon, so to speak, in itself. When you watch the first episode, I'm not giving away any spoilers or anything, but when he gets into a fight, he uses it as like a defense mechanism, but also an offensive mechanism. So it's pretty cool. Some of the artwork on the side. In the back here, it says his body is shielded by Beskar armor. His face is hidden behind a T-visored mask. Ooh, he's got a mask. And his past is wrapped in mystery. No one is quite sure who this well-equipped stranger is. Well, really, we don't know who he is yet. We know that he was saved as a child and is a Mandalorian. We know. So I'm going to open him up. Now, you might go, oh, God, no, don't do it. If you want to look away and you don't want to see me do that, don't go ahead. But if you don't know the show by now, then sorry. Let's see. What is the best way to unbox this guy? Looks like from the bottom. All right, we got the tape off. Worth noting that there's like 4 pieces of tape on the top and then one on the bottom. Kind of odd. Not much to the packing here, in case you were wondering. It's just another cardboard insert. And the plastic is all one piece, part of the display itself, not part of the box. Here, you got the plastic on the front. Let's get him out of this plastic off. Now, this one here is not being held together with this stupid little like plastic ties, or not even the newer renditions of where usually it's easier to cut. But I hate those things. I think the newer He-Man figures had them, and anything that has those plastic things drives me crazy. All right. So what we have here now, there wasn't like an extra head or hands. Some of the figures I know do that. I'm not sure if they do that really in the Black Series. Maybe you can post in the comments, but I know a lot of the Marvel Legends figures do that now. And I don't believe the new DC figures from the Todd McFarlane line are doing that either. But sometimes you'll get that. And then the new Spider-Man figures are doing that. Ones that go back to the retro kind of feel. So here's the Mandalorian and his Beskar armor. Here's the child. It's comical. Um, I mean, I guess it's full to scale here, but it's just, I don't know. I kind of get a chuckle out of it when I look at them, kind of compare them there. Can he hold them? Let's see what the articulation we got first here. So we got foot, knee, hip on each side. You turn his torso higher than normal. So the torso turns here, not down at the waist. And you got flexibility of the hand. Well, the hands don't move. But you can bend at the elbow, rotate at the shoulder, and the head moves. So I want to see if I can get him to hold the child. So normally he holds the child with the right arm. Use his left arm he holds the child with, and he fires with the right arm out. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah. And if you watch behind the mask, you know there's a good possibility that the baby Yoda. He's not broken, but his arms. And you know what I was just about to say. Okay. All right. He's not broken. He's alive. Come on, man, hold him. You can't do a one-handed hold. Maybe I gotta turn his arm or something here. I don't know. There, that's the best I'm getting. That's the best he's getting. He's got his trusty blaster. Looks more like a, Wild West type rendition of a gun. Holster can hold it and hold it in place, which is pretty cool. Let's see. He's got his long rifle. I don't know if it has an actual name, but there is a slot on his back here to hold it. Actually, no, there's not. I lied. Jetpack that he has goes into the 3 slots here on the back. So let's get that assembled. I wonder if, see, I was a little worried about this for the display purposes of it. So with the jetpack on, you have to turn it, I guess, to the side. So with the jetpack on, you have to turn it to the side or take it off. And you can do that, it looks like, just by pulling it off itself. But on the show, he wears it with it on. So that's kind of a bummer. That stinks. Yeah, and there's nowhere to hold the rifle that I see. Unless I take that off there. Oh, no, wait, hold on. It is. So the peg hole on his back works in tandem here with the rocket pack holder. So you can get it on like that. There's a little loop in the belt there. Put a hold in there. That's a shame, though, because the jetpack seems kind of useless for display purposes. I guess you can kind of stand it next to it, but kind of a shame. But here he is. A little arthritis in his hip there. But no, this figure, I tried to collect the ones out of Star Wars that were like really important. You can see behind me here that I do have some of the older original Star Wars figures, but I'm definitely not a Star Wars expert. I just hope you appreciate my opinions of it based off my opinions of Beskar. Without the jetpack being able to be displayed with all this together, I'm a little disappointed. I am. And for the price point of this, it's going to be hard to find if you want to get this figure. On Amazon, I paid $44. for the figure. So keep that in mind when you're looking around. Like I said, I pre-ordered it. I'm guessing it shipped with a seller that had it in hand, but it wasn't an Amazon seller. So keep an eye on that too. If you pre-ordered it, maybe that might happen to you too. I don't mind the $20 hit for this. I do, but I was surprised, and I'm not that upset. Although Baby Yoda is probably dead by now. I would have it if you wanted us to collect a figure from the Black Series, a figure from Mandalorian. I would go with it. It's really well done. It's just not really well thought out for display purposes with the jetpack, wearing the cape. You take the cape off, but it kind of ruins the mystique of him, I think, because the cape acts as part of his overall persona. So kind of lose a little bit there. But if you have this or pre-ordered it or have any questions about it, let me know. I'm always curious. And remember, we have the join option if you want to help keep Mask alive by being a member of our YouTube channel. And there's 4 giveaways. Make sure you check the link in the description for that. And until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe to help keep Mask alive. And this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.